my channel monetized on YouTube. Now on with the video. Now I'll be reviewing Moon Knight Season 1, Episode 5. The episode starts off with where the last one left off. Mark and Steven are separated from each other. What I mean is that the mercenaries are their bodies. Mark was a mercenary, as it will show in this episode, while on the spiritual boat. Mark can see Steven standing right in front of him instead of being in the same body. It will show what happened to him and how it became Moon Knight. As shown in the comics, Khonsu kept Mark from the brink of death and became his Moon Knight. Mark's mother blames him for what happened to losing his brother in a cave. His mother blames him and she abuses him. He creates Steven to deal with the pain. His mother's name is Wendy Spector. For example, think of it this way. I'll put up a picture of me in this stream and think of it this way. I have dissociative identity disorder. I do not have it, but this is for example purposes only. I would not use another person, so better to use yourself. What if I created an identity from Paul Walker? For example, I decided to use my middle name, Paul, and call me Paul. And this came from my parents abusing me, like what happened to Mark and what he created, how he created Steven, or why he created him. Do not worry, I was not abused by my parents as a child, but this is for example purposes only. Paul is different from Steven, is different from Mark, for example. Paul is interested in skydiving, where I am not. I am not interested in writing. I am interested in writing, and doing videos, as you know. Paul decides to skydive off a bridge because he likes the challenge. Paul wants to do rock climb and other activities like eating. I did not mind hiking Chimney Rock or walking on the Greenway. Paul decides to go on a hot air balloon ride, but I would not do it because of it not being enclosed. Paul decides to go to the Empire State Building and skydive from there, or he would ride a motorcycle or do anything that stuff that's what we would consider risky. This is what I mean by Paul being completely different from me. This is exactly what has happened to Mark and how he creates Steven. Mark picked up Steven from the movie poster in his bedroom, and the name of the movie is called Tombbuster. This Dr. Stephen Grant is an archaeologist and inventor like Indiana Jones. It would have shown that in the last episode when they had the movie playing when Mark was in a wheelchair seeing a Moon Knight on the ground. Steven, as it showed in the first episode, was in control, but Mark kept coming out. He would not know where he was. As shown in the boat, he and Steven are with Torrid, who is the cottage women and children. She is known to be the one that deals with pregnancy and childbirth. She takes their hearts out and puts it on a scale. She tells them the scales need to be balanced to go to the afterlife, or they will end up in hell. Torrid is seen with Mark and Steven with them as well, and she sees the souls that Amit has released to the afterlife. Torrid tells them these souls are being sent away before their time. Think about this way: is when the episode happened, the souls look like they come down like a meteor shower, and the shower keeps pumping out like this, and they come like this. And she said they were unbalanced and that they were being sent before their time. It was something very evil. They said they're going to eliminate evil, but this is evil. What's happening to them now? Steven tells Mark, we need to free Khonsu so that we can stop Alpha Arrow and Amit. Mark agrees with Steven, even though Torrid knew that they wanted to be free of Khonsu. And she agrees with them as well, ironically. Khonsu is the only one who can stop Amit and will need the help of Moon Knight to do so. The comic I referenced in the last episode is Moon Knight Volume 1 from the Dead. Let me do this real quick, guys. I'm going to try to bring it up. So be patient with me. See if I can get it. So be patient. Okay, give me a chance here, please. That would be very helpful. Thank you. Let's see. Got to try to see if we can bring the screen sharing up. Let's try Trim tab and I'll bring that up for you in a minute. Just give me a chance. Even though I practice, this is not. And you should see it right now. It's in the screen at the bottom. he was put in an asylum, which is true, which is the name of the episode, and actually true to this comic, because the comic had the asylum in it. The episode is called The Assignment, which is the name ironically the episode 5, Moon Knight Season 1, Episode 5. Mark was with Harper Arrow, as Harper Arrow pretends to be a Ferris. He is a psychologist, shows his diploma where he has a degree in psychology, as I picked that up the second time I watched this episode, at least, and the third time especially. It shows how the personality will come out, and that person does not say when it does. Steven comes out when Mark was talking to Harper Arrow. Steven says, "This is new, Harper. You created the session of being a doctor. Yes, Mark aka Steven is not well, but Harper Arrow is a twisted person who sees this as his mission to release Ahmed so they can eliminate evil from the world." The credits in IMDb say Ahmed in this episode. The credits in the actual episode do not show her being listed there if you watch the original episode on Disney+. IMDb is wrong in this case from what I heard from the people on YouTube. As not to spoil any more, nothing more will be revealed here. I leave you this question. If anyone is watching this live, which person is left at the end of this episode that Torrid said if they got their scales balanced? Please tell me in the comment section, and I will tell you if you're right. Thank you. I give this episode a 10 out of 10 rating. It does an incredible job helping the viewer to see the disorder taking place. It shows how pain can cause multiple personalities to come out. It is not always easy to control it. It shows how it can become a coping mechanism to deal with pain. Now with the next section, let me. How is it that sometimes when they. Excuse me. How is it that sometimes when they travel with time, when they get into their inner self body, but other times they do not? That was a question that I received from Parallels. Give me a minute here because this is not always easy when you think it'll be. So there we go. How is it sometimes when they travel with time, they get into their younger self's body, but other times is their own body? This is a question that I received from one of my viewers who watched my review of Parallels Season 1 that's currently on Disney+. This is what I think it is. When Law came back, it was the time the machine went off. He had the mind of his 14-year-old in his body, but came back in a 30-year-old body. They show when Victor Romaine came back at the time and it crossed into the interviews. Sophia figured out how to do this. And what I mean is, look at it this way. There's several stories that you could watch that relate to this. Think of Star Trek, the original series going back to when Spock had a beard, and that you had him being evil. Spock wasn't evil in one verse, but he was. Thinking of different versions, like with the different Peter Parkers. They were all Spider-Man, but they had similarities, but they all were different in the way they were composed. Tobey Maguire was a bit more, he wasn't as skinny and lanky as Andrew Garfield or even with Tom Holland. And think about that as well, the different Peter Parkers. How could there be so many different versions of Peter Parker who were so many different age than the other? Well, that was how the comics were, but what if that were possible? Think about this way. What if there was a version of me that didn't want to do this, but want to do something else, or vice versa, or whatever? Just think about that way as well. And what another good example is The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, where they talked about that whole, where they crossed through the wardrobe going into a parallel universe. And let me know if you think I'm off my rocker or not, but that's what I think personally, is that it's like that. It is what I see. And the kids went in there and they got older. Then once they came back at the other verse, they came younger. And I think that's then suddenly, when the power happened, it created this hole in the schism. No different thinking of Back to the Future, where that did always make sense, but guess what? It did happen in Back to the Future, and that's what exactly happened in that particular section or story, by the way. So that's how I see it there. And if anyone has anything to add, please let me know. Thank you. Now, wait a second. Okay, guys, this is a section where I take questions or talk about projects I plan to cover if no questions. Let's see. Give me a minute here. Just give me a minute. So give me a minute, please. So if everyone's here, just give me a minute. Okay. Projects I plan to cover down the road. We'll review Titan Season 3 on HBO Max. I have watched the first 5 episodes, but not gone there yet, but I hope to get there down the road. I will review Foundation, which is Apple TV Plus. I thought the trailer looked awesome, and that will be something I hope to watch down the road. We'll review Boss Season 4 to 7 on Amazon Prime. And believe me, if someone told me my Boss Season 3 wasn't as good as it normally is, so what I'm going to do is try to hope to make that better than it was. We'll review Miss Marvel Season 1 on Disney Plus. I thought the trailer looked awesome, and I hope to do that very soon, and I look forward to seeing when it comes out on June 8, 2022. Review Reacher Season 1 on Amazon Prime. As I told you in my last live video, he looked big enough, and he was imposing, and I thought that was good, to say the least. I will plan to do a video on Cheaper by the Dozen, which came out in 2022. Also, we'll do a video on Better Nate Than Never. I thought that was a cool movie, as well as Look Down the Road. We have Chip and Dale, who from the Rescue Rangers, and I thought that looked pretty cool, to say the least. I think that would be a very cool thing to watch, to say the least. And I will look at, if you have any other ideas, if you're watching this after live stream, either way, let me know, and I will be glad to look at them. And I promise, anything you want me to do, I will do for you, because this is why I'm here, is to do that. And I'm glad that anyone asked me, like the parallels, when they asked me this question. That was the whole goal of this channel. I want you to read, watch, and think. That was the whole point of this channel. So I'm glad someone asked me parallels. I was glad to do it, because not just for the money, because this is the whole purpose of this channel, by the way, to do this. Thank you for that person who asked me that question. I did not mind doing it, because that's what I'm here for. If anyone wants to ask anything we cover or watch or read or anything like that, please, or listen to or whatever, please ask me. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I plan to do. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Wait a minute, that's not it. My bad. Hit the wrong button, guys. Sorry about that. Please support the channel. Please become a Patreon supporter, as it will help me do this on this once I get enough support. Once I get YouTube memberships ready, you can support me there as well, as you can just purchase stickers once I get those ready. And you also go to my website to support me as well. Thank you. Now we're going to end the video. My bad. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that come on the channel. Please let me know what books, movies, and TV shows you'd like to cover next in the comment section below. Please share this video with anyone you know so that my channel can grow. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.